Right, question 1. We've got Martha asked students how many cans of drink they drank each yesterday. So 6 students here drank no cans at all, so that's 0 cans there. We've then got 9 times your 1, 9 students drank 1 can each, which is 9 cans in total. 2 times your 7, which is 14. 3 times your 3, which is 9. 4 times your 2, which is 8, and then 5 times your 1, which is 5. You add them together, so that's 18, 28, 32, 40, 45, and that's the total number of cans that they drank. Question 2's a ratio sort of question, just having a quick scan of it first of all to see if you can sort of see important bits. So, first bit there is to look at Mrs. Collins organising a school trip. 120 students are going on the trip. The ratio of the number of staff to students must be this. So, staff to students there is 1 to 15. Now, each coach has 42 seats. Are there enough seats for all the students and the staff? You know 120 students are going. So if you know 120 students are going, that goes in there. You're then looking at what you times your initial ratio by to get to 120. So you can divide 15 into 120, which gives you times by 8. So if we times this by 8 then, that will also give us then how many staff we've got. So a total then of 128 staff, and each coach has 42 seats. Is there enough seats for all the students and staff? So she's booked 3 coaches. So 3 times your 42 is then 126. So no. And why? Because they are 2 seats short. Question 3. And you've got to put down the statement about why. If you don't, then you drop 1 mark. Question 3, we've got a spinner with probabilities here. Work out the probability that the spin will land on a number greater than 2. So for 3A there. What we're looking at doing is greater than 2, so probability of greater than 2 will be the probability of 3 plus the probability of 4 plus the probability of 5. Add these together, that then gives us 0.65 as our solution there. Part B. Going to spin the spinner 200 times, work out the estimate number of times the spinner will land on a 5. So what you do is you take the probability of a 5, which is 0.3, and then you times that by your number of attempts, which is 200. And that will then give you 60 times that you would expect it to show up on a 5. Question 4. This is what I call the sort of wordy question, the qualitative table reading question. Deborah and Mark are planning on a cruise. They can travel with 2 companies. The table shows the cost per person. So this is per person, so I just write that down here. So it reminds me that because there's 2 of them, I'm likely to be timesing it by 2. Caribbean Calypso has a 10% discount if you book online, and European has a 5% if you book online. They're going to book online. Devon want to pay the lowest possible cost, show which company they should choose. So the bit I've sort of skim read and missed out is if we're looking at inside, outside, balcony and suite. So what they're going to go for? Well, it says Deborah and Mark are going to book a suite for their cruise. So this is the one we're looking at. So generally on these sort of questions, if you don't physically draw this out, then I try and set it up like that. So we've got CC, first of all, Caribbean Calypso. That's going to cost them the suite price, which is £2,329. I'm going to times that by 2, because there's 2 of them, which will then give us £4,658. And then we've got a discount here of 10%. So 10% off. Well, 10% you just divide by 10. So that'll give you 460 £5.80. Take that away then, which will then give this answer as £4,192.20. We then got Royal European, so we'll have two of their suites. Which gives you £4,294. Now this one we're only going to take 5% off. Now where to take 5% off is divide by 10 and then divide it by 2. So 5% off that, because dividing by 10 gives you 10% and then half that will give you obviously 5%. That's then £214.70. Again, we're going to take that away, which then gives us £4,079.30. So we then look at the two values we've worked out, and then we try and go, okay, which one's going to be cheaper? Well, what's going to be cheaper is Royal European. Is cheaper. Now I'm going to put buy, and then I'm going to put how much. So it's going to be cheaper then. We take the larger price away from the smaller price, and that gives us then cheaper by £112.90. Question 5. Stem and leaf, ordered stem and leaf for these heights. So first thing we want to do is look at what we've got, the range of values. We've got 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s. Anything smaller than 70s? No. So 70 is going to be the starting point. Gives you a hint that you're probably going to be using 4 amounts here. So you've got some 80s, you've got some 90s, and then you've got 100s. Now I'll fill in the key straight away. Do not forget your key, that misses your mark otherwise. So just give an example. So 8/2 means 82. And you can put down what they actually stand for. It's in centimetres as well, so you've got to write down your unit there so they know it stands for centimetres, not millimetres. Now we've then got the 70s, so if we're looking along here, we've got 72, 71, 73, 78. Any more 70s? No, that's it. We've got the 80s, 88 there, a bit big, 84, 84, 81, so 81 there, 84, 84. We've then got 88, any others? 87, so 87 then 88. Now make sure your numbers are nicely spread out so that they go in rows in effect, because then you can see what's most common. We've got a 91, a 92, 93, 94's no, 95 yes, 96, 96, 96, so 1, 2, 3 of them, and then a 98, and we've got the hundreds, 101, 103, 104. And you've gone through all them, just crossing them off, and then make sure that you've done all of them. Then it asks you to find the median height. So the median height of this, well, how many values have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 20 values. So if we go to 20, this is part B. To find where the median lies, we take the number of values, add 1 to it and half it. So it's the 10.5 term. So where it's going to lie, in between 10 and 11. So if I count along here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's going to be in there. I'll just double check counting backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's going to be in there. So in the middle of 2 and 3, now it's worth 90. So it's going to be 92. So the median. The median then is 92.5.